Hey guys, this is Feeder Noob, and I am about to watch Game 3 in the defense playoffs of Evil Geniuses vs Fnatic.eu. And I have watched two incredible games today, full of exciting action, lots of farming. Just saw a Faceless Void with a Satanic, Mask of Madness, Butterfly, Monkey King Bar, Battle Fury, just owning for Fnatic.eu vs Evil Geniuses, coming back after their loss in the first game to a Sven Wisp combo, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do in this third game. This should be wicked, and I hope you enjoy it. I know I'm looking forward to it. So let's get over to the picks and the bans. They're just starting off with EG, starting with a Keeper of the Light ban. Keeper of the Light played to great effect in the last game, but not wanting to have that here. We saw a lot of push from a Tinker. The Tinker was on Fnatic, basically keeping Phantom Lancer from pushing towers. He spent most of the late game doing that, actually. There was a long time where Phantom Lancer was just trying to take the top tower and farming up their jungle, and not able to do that, really. Tinker able to port in there, march in the machines, and stop those illusions from doing what they do best, which is push, while the real Phantom Lancer can stick to whatever he likes to do. Batrider ban coming from Fnatic. He's been banned every game here, so no chance of seeing a Batrider. Too good of a mid-hero. He's got a lot of early game gank potential, and that AoE, always desirable for a team fight. So he's been kept out of this, and I'm not surprised. Batrider, very strong hero in the meta right now. Not a lot of people playing him in pub games. I think he does better on a team where there's a lot of coordination, so that is why we're seeing him get banned here so much. Also banned a lot at lower levels. I think people with a certain number of games under their belt will at least keep an eye on what goes on in the pro scene, and seeing those Batrider bans, making a lot of Batrider bans happen there. Also a good counter to Templar Assassin, who gets picked quite a bit. So, if I had a microwave, I'd have popcorn for this one. I'm so excited for this game. I did get a new drink, and I do have some crackers, so I apologize if I feel the need to snack on those. I've just been watching these games for the past couple hours, and I'm getting a little bit peckish. Evil Geniuses banning Tinker. They don't want to see that happen again. And that Tinker, by the way, had a little trouble in the mid early. He did get killed, slowed him down a little bit on his boots. But once those boots of travel were up, he just made a total annoyance out of himself throughout the game. Pushing everywhere, bit of ganking. He had a sheep stick up very quickly for staff and blink dagger, and just really not something they necessarily feel like seeing again in this game, given how effective he was in the last game. Apologies, but if I don't eat now, I'm not going to, so a lot of casting today. Little snack here. Waiting on the second ban from Fnatic anyway, now that there's a Batrider out of the way. Can't wait to see this game, guys. I am so pumped for this. The last game had a lot of farming, not a lot of kills till the end. Really ended in fire. Faceless Void basically walking into the base and doing what he wanted to do there. There was nothing that they could do at the end. Neek's Assassin banned by Fnatic. Neek's another hero that's been so scary in these tournament games. He's got the stun, he's got the, I want to call it built-in blade mail, he's got the mana burn, and oh wait, he can do it all by surprise because he goes invisible with his ultimate. Excellent support hero, making those plays with the stun. They don't want to see that. Darkseer will be picked up as a first pick by EG. He's been banned out a lot, so this is one of the first times we've actually seen him. Magnus and Wisp for Fnatic. They liked that Wisp on EG in the first game, and they're going to take it for themselves now. That stun, that reverse polarity, this could be good. Of course, Darkseer on EG's side will not be able to combo the vacuum and the wall with that, so they'll have to build their own team fight combo here. But no holds bars, no holds barred, whatever. This is going to be it. This is going to be their best strategies here. Both teams facing elimination. Only one can advance. We will see their best this game, I hope. Beastmaster with the Darkseer. Vacuum into the Roar, that could be very, very effective. I love those little Beastmaster creeps, I want to call them, the Hawk and the Boar. Very useful for scouting, of course. Keeping an eye on the other team, and that means everything at this point. Hawk earlier in the first game, able to scout out the Roshan, and of course, at that point, Wisp was on the same team, and was able to actually port Sven in and steal that Roshan from Fnatic. Huge play in the first game. Venomancer, third pick from EG. Veno, Darkseer, and Beastmaster. Lots of AoE. Of course, that Venomancer poison needing to have a little bit of time to do its full damage. Also a lot of push. Darkseer with the Ion Shell, Venomancer with those wards. That is quite a bit of push. Wisp, one of the worst pushing support heroes until the end when he's good for backdooring by porting in the carry and overcharging. That can pull a tower down pretty fast, but his early game push potential is absolutely terrible. Magnus, not much of a pusher himself. He could certainly do it, but nothing like Darkseer and Venomancer that we're seeing here. EG running possibly a pushing strategy trying to finish this up. They know that Fnatic will be going for a strong carry strategy if they've picked up a Wisp. Let's see what else they pick up here. Fnatic, of course, having the choice to pick up their carry now and allow Evil Geniuses to counter that with their last couple of picks, or wait and risk the carries that they like being banned out. Of course, if they like more than 3, they should be okay. See what sort of a decision they're making. I'm sure they are frantically discussing that right now as the clock runs down. Gyrocopter. Played as a carry in the first game. Not sure what role he'll fill this time. He's got that ultimate with the AoE. Not bad if Magnus has pulled off the reverse polarity properly. Otherwise, very hard to hit. Flat cannon will be quite useful later in the game. We shall see. Of course, that stun on the Home missile. Very nice for early ganking. Wisp will be able to stun as well. And of course, Magnus can skewer. Has a little bit of disable of his own. So maybe looking for kills. Still curious to see if they'll be running him as the main carry or more of a support role. EG's going to ban out Shadow Demon. We've seen enough of him anyway. I'm not sure that I feel like I necessarily need to see another Shadow Demon here. So that's good. Shadow Demon with his very teamfight oriented, you know, he needs another person around really to be effective. He doesn't do so much damage on his own, so his ultimate of the Purge and the Disruption, all well and good, but he really needs someone else with some DPS around. Earthshaker gonna get banned. Maybe we'll be looking at a Phantom Lancer carry on EG. Earthshaker's such a good counter to that. Tidehunter ban coming out from Fnatic. That stun and AoE damage from Ravage. Not something they want to see. It's same with Enigma. Again, the Darkseer vacuum, making it very dangerous to have these AoE disables, because normally you can sort of position yourself and stay away from that, but with the vacuum, it's going to be a little trickier, and they're not going to risk it. Finally, an Undying ban. No zombies this game, no strength stealing, and a Chen ban, rounding it up for Fnatic. Haven't seen that in a little bit. Wondering if they were thinking of Chen possibly. No, I'm not really sure what role Chen would play on EG here. They could use another support, and of course Chen's global heal and Chen's creep owning ability, if you want to call it that, very good, but not so sure about the Chen ban. The Enigma ban and the Tidehunter ban make a lot more sense to me, but I'm sure they have a good reason for it. Waiting for the 4th pick from EG. They still need a carry. I think Beastmaster may be a good 2 for the farm hierarchy, I guess I'll call it. Lone Druid. So much push from EG. They are going push. Lone Druid, of course, able to push with his bear, and keep himself very safely back behind the lines, as long as he's close enough for that bear to actually be able to attack. Lone Druid, such a powerful carry. He could be played as the hard carry, he could be played as a 2-role, much like Beastmaster, a little bit versatile, but a lot of micro gonna be going on. Of course, Beastmaster's little creep's not so important. The bear,
5 seconds
rather
remaining.
a big deal, but wonder who they will be putting on the Lone Druid. Tiny. We will see a Wisp Tiny. Holy shit. As I said, this is it right here. This is the game to watch. Tiny going to be playing the carry role for sure with that Wisp there. Overcharge on Tiny, speeding him up and offsetting his weakness, which is that he's so slow. Of course, he can just pick up an Aghanims and he'll have the cleave, and he's got the Avalanche for more stun. Look at all the stun they have.
Remaining.
They have a reverse polarity, they have the Wisp tether stun, they have the Gyrocopter homing missile, and now they have Tiny's Avalanche. That's a lot of stun. Leshrac, this is gonna go push for Evil Geniuses or carry of Tiny for Fnatic. We will see if EG is able to make this game end quickly enough before Tiny gets fed. If Tiny gets fed, it's over. Because he's got Wisp there to help him, back him up. Of course, Fnatic does not have Jayo to play the Wisp. I don't know if that makes it a little
5 seconds
not
remaining.
as OP or what. I'm sorry, I should be somewhat impartial, but I'm just not. What can I say? I love Jayo and Wisp. He's good at it. Rubik, the final pick for Fnatic. Not sure what he's hoping to steal. He can get some of the push power back from stealing from Leshrac. I've seen a push on a base turn the other way around from Rubik being able to steal the Plague Wards from Venomancer. But maybe looking to get the Roar, that would be a big deal. The Darkseer Wall of Replica would be good. Not sure what else big. I suppose Venomancer's other abilities could be quite useful, but not really sure what they're looking for with the Rubik. The Magic Resist Aura, the Null Field, could be exceedingly useful against this team. A lot of magic damage coming from Leshrac. Venomancer, I think, is magic damage, is it?
10
Damage
seconds
magical.
remaining.
Damage magical. The wards are physical, but all the other damage is
5
magical, so
seconds remaining.
Rubik's Null Field will help out quite a bit with that. And of course the Roar will do a little bit less, and Darkseer's abilities as well. So perhaps that's what they're going for. Let me just switch to in-game mode so my video won't block the screen for you. And let's take a look. EG's all selected up. I think my mouse is directed and I prefer it not to be. So let's take a look at EG. We've got Fear playing the Lone Druid, so he will be the carry, almost certainly. Malk is picking up the Leshrac. Demon on Beastmaster, usually goes mid for EG. Jayo on Darkseer today, in this game. He's played a couple of other things today, including Lifestealer and Wisp, and B-Diz is going to be on Venomancer. B-Diz playing Keeper last time. Strong pusher support hero player. Alright, Fnatic is coming in, one at a time and slowly. Here we go. Fly is going to be on Rubik, no tail on Wisp. Fortunately, Wisp does have a tail, so it doesn't work this time, buddy. Worked on his other heroes. Era, gonna carry on Tiny. He did such a great job on Void. I can't wait to see his Tiny. I'm pretty excited about that, actually. Fly on Gyrocopter, how appropriate. And Trixie will be playing the Magnus. No Tail, by the way, played Magnus earlier, so they are swapping up what heroes they're playing. Not sure what the pause is all about. I don't see any dialogue about it. Perhaps they're just taking a break. These games have been intense. I'm sure these players are pretty hyped up. I hope they have some snacks and maybe take a little bit of a break in between these games or something. That might be what this pause is all about. Let's pick up a different announcer. I think Jayo has Bastion, so I'm going to borrow that for you two here. A little more flavor than the regular announcer. And of course no one's had time to buy anything yet, so I can't even really look that over. Beastmaster, Demon, wondering if it's time to go yet. Yes, go. Here we go. Here we go. Fnatic undefeated in the group stage. EG not so much. They went 5-2. Oh, they picked a different courier. This time the Naked Greevil will be carrying the items for Fnatic. And the Speed Demon will be carrying EG's. Sparkly. Very cute. I usually do this. I haven't been today, but I'm going to. The defense tournament's still going on, still exciting, and you can still purchase a ticket. What comes with that is the ability to watch the game yourself, in-game, micro round. You can win prizes when exciting things happen, items drop, usually multi-kills, first blood, etc. And when the game ends. And also, it does come with a nice courier, defense courier, which neither of these teams is using, so I can't show it to you, but it's super cute. Super cute. And I've been really enjoying this tournament, so go ahead and support Dota, buy a tournament or two sometime. It's lots of fun. Totally worth it. Do it. Alright, that's my plug for tournaments. For those of you who love the hue hue hue, there is a coffee, by the way, called Hue Hue Tanago, which is really delicious. We've been buying it at our local coffee shop, Blaine Tanai, and it's pretty good, but I get a chuckle every time. Looks like the pings are a little slow. Oh god, we're gonna do this again. Last game there was some trouble. We're gonna have some trouble again, and it looks like they're gonna disconnect, and we're gonna restart this game. So I am going to stop this video here, keep it for you to see the picks and bans and all that, and you should watch part 2. I'll pick it back up when they come back.